Let's get to the Brewers and the Cubs. They've had some issues, to say the least, in just playing games this season. Milwaukee complained earlier this season when the Cubs canceled for weather, even though it was sunny. Well, then tonight, the Cubs played their first ever Friday home game at Wrigley, which the Brewers claimed was to help overcome traveling from Pittsburgh. The Brew Crew got the last laugh. They beat the Cubs 2-0. The Brewers rookies just might be the ones we have to give all the credit to because they went on the coffee run. We all know how important that is.
There it is, right there at Sheffield and Addison.
What do you think helped motivate the Brewers to come through in this game?
You know, the rookie stuff happens all the time. I love this stuff. You know, whether it's the pink backpacks.
This picture is money.
I mean, it looks like
a movie set.
It does. It looks like a movie set, or it looks like a bachelor party, like a bunch of guys wearing weird costumey stuff, all going to the game together. But it's the rookies, and you see that before. We literally saw something you've never seen in the storied history of the friendly confines of Wrigley Field, a Friday night game that with the laws of Chicago not allowing Friday night baseball at Wrigley Field, the fact that this was the first one and that it comes after one of the quotes of the year from Craig Counsell, the Brewers manager, after they canceled that game because of a forecast. All of a sudden, there was no rain, and Craig Counsell said after the game, that's the first cancellation I ever actually got a sunburn during. So I love that quote. I think the Brewers got the last laugh, and Cubs were kind of dangling them around a little bit. And once you get into September, you're trying to find spaces to fill in a game. They're few and far between. There's games pretty much every day. A lot of these teams have games up until the last day of the season without a day off. And for these two teams, you got to play them. I mean, there's still a lot at stake. It's not a game Reds-Mets. It's like, who cares? We don't need to make that one up. You got to make this one up. And the fact that I think the Cubs tried to leverage the fact that, their travel from Pittsburgh and all that kind of stuff, I think the Brewers got the last laugh. And I think it was more that than the rookies getting coffee. Although when someone else makes a coffee run for you, it is nice.
Yeah, and it's on their bill.
Yeah.
Sure.
You do it for me a lot. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we're, scratch
Coffee
each other's
buds.
back.
Coffee